people, welcome back. So today we're going to do a recap and a review of Love and Marriage Huntsville, Season 5, Episode 8, titled, We Wanda Mark the Boundaries. So of course, as usual, we start off with a recap from the last episode and then we settle in on Kimmi and Maurice. They're at the office and we're finding out from Kimmi that she is having her first client before they officially open for their title company. She lets us know, and as we already know, Maurice wanted her to get out of nursing and actually get into the real estate game, and then she has come into the real estate game on her own time and in her own way. She tells us that since Maurice started law school, she's wanted to start a title company, and it's now actually happening. Actually letting us know that is the first title company, Black-owned, I should say, title company in Huntsville, Alabama. And it's a good thing because there's so many businesses and people moving into the area that there is a need for such a thing. So it was just exciting to see Kimmi actually, being excited about her new company, or their new company, I should say. So while in her office, Kimmi is talking to Maurice about the dinner that they had with the comeback group. Yes, I'm still going to keep calling them the comeback group. The dinner that they had with the comeback group, and the fact that they were only talking about having to talk to Miss Wanda about curbing her activities on social media when Maurice and Marsau's older brother, Mark, is doing the same thing. And he is actually a bit worse than Miss Wanda. So Maurice is trying to tell Kimmi that it doesn't make sense of us talking to Mark. We've known Mark all our lives. We know how his attitude is. Talking to him would just it's not worth it, so why bother? And Kimmi's like, give it a try. You never know. Just talk and see where you go from there. So they were going back and forth with that for a while until they finally decided to just get back to work. And that was the end of the scene for Kimmi and Maurice. Now in the next scene, we have Melody and Keke. We have Keke come over to Melody's house just to catch up, like she says. And since Melody's there packing orders for her business, she decides to have Keke help her. So they're talking about the meeting again, about Miss Wanda and her behavior. And then we finally find out why Keke and Tisha got into it, about the secret that was being kept. So long story short, we found out that Keke was was addicted to pain medication, and to the point where her doctor decided not to prescribe her any more medication. And because she was in so much pain, what she would do when she goes to people's houses was she'd actually go in their medicine cabinet and find whatever medication she feel that would help her with her pain, and she would take it. But Keke said she was addicted to pain medication for 2 months. And I'm thinking, 2 months? And within that 2 months, you found that, your doctor can't help you anymore and you need to steal. So I think she was addicted for a lot longer. I mean, I heard of people that happening to people where they've had surgeries or they've had an injury and, they find that certain medication help them a lot. So I've heard of that happening where people get addicted to pain medication. So I understand where she's coming from. So that was the secret that Tisha and Marsau supposedly told Melody on the night of their Christmas party, not to invite Keke to their home because she might raid your medicine cabinet and stuff like that. So Keke's tell us that she has kicked the addiction and she's at the point where she's now helping other people face theirs, get through it and work through it. So now we know what the whole big secret is about regarding Keke. So of course Melody, she congratulated her on beating the habit and tell her it's a good thing that you're working with other people. And now that you've told your truth, nobody can use it against you. So that was the whole meeting with Melody and Keke. So we found out what the actual big secret was. The next scene, we have Marsau and Maurice actually talking to Mark. They met in a park and you could tell they were nervous about talking to their brother. Like they said, they've grown up with this man. They've known him forever, so they know his responses and stuff like that. And They told us what we should expect and in the confessional, and of course we lived up to it. In a nutshell, Mark is saying, listen, I'm not talking about you guys and your situation on social media. I'm talking about me, and I'm talking about what people are saying to me or about me, and I'm defending myself. So therefore, you should not be sitting here talking to me. So Marsau and Maurice is telling him that, listen, what you're saying on social media is affecting our families. It's affecting me and your brother, our wives, our children. So can you stop doing it? He's like, nope. As long as they come up on social media trying to come for me, I'm going to defend myself. And he was saying that, Miss Vaughn have, saying that they weren't dating. He don't understand why she would say such a thing, because if you're going to drive all those hours to my house just to be my friend, that don't make no sense. If you're going to buy me a plane ticket for my birthday just because we're friends, that don't make no sense. So, of course, Mark is putting it out there. And Maurice actually asked him straight up, can you apologize to the people that you're hurting? And Mark was like, nope, I'm not apologizing. If that's what you're looking for, then I'm telling you. He said, respectfully, F you. I'm like, oh my God, they were right about his behavior. This meeting got nowhere. He did not care that he was hurting his brothers and their relationship. And he basically tell them, leave me alone. Let me do what I'm doing. If nobody comes for me, then they don't have nothing to worry about. So that was the meeting between the brothers and Mark. He is not about to change his habits or his ways. He is going to defend himself on social media when people come for him. And that's that. Okay. So now we have Tisha and Destiny. They're meeting for lunch. I think they went to a Korean barbecue place. And they were just rehashing what happened at Badani. Tisha was trying to get Destiny to be in a better mood. She was like, that was nice what Stormy did for you. You got a nice gift. She's like, at least something good came out of the meeting. And Destiny was like, yeah, people know where Madani is now. And they talked about the gift. Destiny told Tisha that she told Stormy to her face that the purse was a flex and that wasn't necessary. And Tisha was like, you told her that to her face? He's like, yup. Destiny don't care. She's going to say what's on her mind. But she did say that, she looked at Stormy differently now, because Stormy actually came and apologized and talked about what happened, and the people who actually caused the issues have not said anything about it. She told Tisha she met with Stormy and told Stormy, let's just focus on our friendship going forward. If you want you and I to be good, let's leave Melody out of it. So that was the meeting, or the lunch meeting between the two ladies. I believe Latisha told her about what happened with the original six having the meeting, and that they're going to agree to stay off social media and stop talking about each other on social media because it's not a good look. Kids are off limits, as we've always said from the beginning. She just really rehashed everything that was talked about at the meeting. So they had a good lunch, and it turned out to be good. She also told Tisha, Destiny told Tisha that Stormy is looking to put together a little get together for all the ladies and get ready because the invitation is coming. So that's where it was with Tisha and Destiny for lunch. Now again, for the last scene of the day, we have Tisha and Marsau. They are having a birthday party for their daughter. It's her 7th birthday party. And they figured this would be the best place to have a conversation with Miss Wanda regarding the meeting that they have, and telling her to chill on social media and attacking people. They figure it's the best place at her granddaughter's party to do it, because she'll be in a good mood and she won't act up in front of the crowd of people that was there. So yeah, we see where she came in, Miss Wanda did, just as they finished singing happy birthday, and they started cutting the cake for the kids and stuff like that. So they took her to the side and they told her what was going on. They asked her to please stop coming for Melody on social media. Miss Wanda again tried to defend herself, saying she came for me, so I had to defend myself and my family. If they talk about me, I'm gonna come. Don't come for me and mine, and I won't talk for you about you and yours. So they went back and forth for a little bit. They tried to get her to understand that it's not a good thing, that they're trying a new thing with a truce on the social media. She's like, I don't know what to tell you because, I can't change myself for anybody, and I don't know about it. I don't know if I could do it. So Marsau is begging her. He's like, Ma, please, please, and he's trying to explain to her, and he kind of touched on her shoulder. It's like, don't touch me. And you see the producers, they made a quick pause right there and put a little music to that area where it's like, I don't know. Miss Wanda tells Marsau, I don't like you. And he was like, but I like you. So you could tell she was a bit embarrassed of having to be spoken to like that. And I know she wanted to act out, but she was like, nah, I'm not going to do it here. I know we're going to see more of her down the line. But she didn't act up at her granddaughter's party. And Tisha, in her confessional, say they felt that they got to her as far as, getting her to understand that what's going on social media, what she's doing on social media is not right. Marsau told her, listen, the less you talk about a person is the less relevant you make them, because if you keep going on social media and talking about Martel's wife or Martel's ex-wife, then you're going to make her more relevant. So I think it finally hit her when he said that part to her. So they ended the meeting pretty good. They hugged it out, laughed it out, and stuff like that. And that was the end of the episode. See, it was a good episode this week, You're making strides. This was like this was an episode to bind the two. They rehashed or talked about what happened at the meeting. We're getting the introduction to Stormy's event coming up and so on and so forth. So I believe in the next episode we see the guys playing basketball and they're having a talk with Martel about him going on vacation with Melody and the kids. And I think we actually see Stormy's event in the next episode. So this episode was, like I said, a transition episode. It was really good. You tied up put some bows and some knots on a few things, and then we get to move forward. So that is my recap and my review of Love and Marriage Huntsville, Season 5, Episode 8, titled We Wanda, Mark the Boundaries. So until next time, guys, be sure to take care of yourselves and your families. Bye-bye.